geometry students. Today we're going to be talking about section 6-6, which continues with our different kinds of quadrilaterals. And we're focusing on trapezoid and kite. Let's take a look at our definition of a trapezoid. Trapezoid is a quadrilateral with exactly one pair of sides parallel. Look at the examples up above. I have my top and my bottom legs are parallel. The left and the right ones are not. In trapezoids, we have what's called a median. If you think about your driving, a median would be the middle of the road. That would be the median. Same thing with a trapezoid. That would be the middle of the trapezoid. That breaks it into two pieces. The top and the bottom are equal. This top and bottom are equal. So that identifies the median. To calculate the median, you take the base 1 plus the base 2 divided by 2. We already know what the length of our median in this picture, but if I wanted to calculate it, I could take 17 plus 29 divided by 2. That's going to get me 46. 46 divided by 2 is going to get me 23. That's my median. We have some special trapezoids, and they're called isosceles trapezoid. An isosceles triangle has two equal sides. Isosceles trapezoid has two legs that are congruent. So you take a look at this picture here, and I have my legs, and they're marked congruent already. The parallel sides are called the bases. There are some other special characteristics in isosceles trapezoid. The base angles are equal, and diagonals are equal. So R and U would be equal, S and T would be equal. And then my diagonals would be SU, my other diagonal would be RT. Let's take a look at some examples related to our trapezoid. MN is the median. So when I look at that, they're telling me that's the median. These two pieces are equal. These two pieces are equal. My median formula says take base 1 plus base 2 divided by 2. I'm going to take my bases. 6x minus 3 plus 8x plus 5 divided by 2, and that gives me 15. I've got to figure out what x is. I'm going to get my like terms together here. That's 14x. I'm going to have minus 3 plus 2 plus 5, excuse me, is plus 2 divided by 2 is 15. Okay, now multiply by 2. You get 14x plus 2 is 30. Yep, they're working. Minus the 2. You get 14x is 28. I have to go over to the side here. X equals 2. Is that the answer I'm looking for? Do I need to do more? That is what I'm looking for. Box in your answer. Number 2. I've already placed my expressions in the picture. CD is x plus 12. That's the median. I can see that because those are split in half. And then they're giving me my bases added together. They're saying if they're going to give me the median, I have to use my median formula, which is base 1 plus base 2 divided by 2. Now you're concerned because you don't have your bases. I don't know what those are, but you know what they are added together. Base 1 is right here. Base 2 is right there. I guess I'm switching them around here. It doesn't really matter which one switch, but you're getting your bases added together here. So on the top here, I'm going to put 4x plus 3 on my bases added together, divided by 2. My median is x plus 12. Yep, you're working on your algebra. Times by 2. 2x plus 24 equals 4x plus 3. Get your like terms together. 2, 3. That gets me 21. is your 2x. Gives me 2x. Don't get nervous, I know. It's not working out to be an integer. It's okay. 10.5 is x. Is that what I'm looking for? Yep, I'm looking for x. Okay, that's in your answer. Let's take a look at the next problem. I'm looking for an angle. I'm looking for L. Those lines are parallel. Here's your transversal. These are consecutive interior angles, people. They add to equal 180. So 180 minus 40, measure of angle L equals 140 degrees. All right, let's take a look at a kite. Kite's a quadrilateral with exactly 2 pairs of consecutive sides congruent, and opposite sides of the kite are not congruent. So can you see we've got them marked congruent? Those are congruent. These are congruent. The opposite ones are not congruent. We've got a couple of characteristics here too. Diagonals of a kite are perpendicular. So you got right angles here in the center. Keep in mind you might want to use those right triangles to solve for problems. You might want to use those right triangles. Right. Also, you have exactly 1 pair of opposite angles congruent. So in this picture, M and P are congruent. Let's take a look at this example here. I need to find angle Z. All right, well, if W and Y, those are not the equal angles, so Z and X must be the equal angles. Right? So how many degrees are there in a kite? You're right, it's 4 sides, 360 degrees. So I'm going to take and add, I'm going to call this X, and I'm going to call this X. I'm going to take X plus 60 plus 80 equals 360. 2x plus 140 equals 360. I'm writing algebraic equations. 2x equals 140 is 220. X equals 110 degrees. Now, I can hear some of you go on this Hefty. I'm just going to do this. 360, I'm going to minus my 80, I'm going to minus my 60, I'm going to get 110 degrees. I know I got to split them equally, divide by 2. Same thing. I just wrote it algebraically. All right, let's take a look at the last problem. It's a graphing problem, except I'm not going to allow you to graph it. You're given the vertices of a quadrilateral ABCD, and you need to show that it's a trapezoid, and then you need to decide if it's an isosceles trapezoid. So trapezoids have 1 set of parallel sides, so that's what we're going to have to do, the slopes. We're going to figure out what we have for parallel sides right there, and then we're going to have to do the distance formula on the non-parallel sides to decide if I have isosceles. I already graphed. I drew a rough sketch of mine, so if you want to pause the video to get your rough sketch done, I'm going to move on. And so we have to find the slope. So I'm going to have to find the slope of AB. I have to find the slope of BC. I have to find the slope of CD, and then I need the slope of AD. So you guys, remember when you're doing slope, Y's are on top. X's are on the bottom. Some of you are making a mistake. You're flipping them around. Right, so let's go ahead and find the slope of AB. I'm going to take a -1. I'm going to have minus -1, minus 3, and then I'm going to take -3 minus -1. I'm going to get a -4 over 2. Let's see, that's -2, which gets me 2. BC. Okay, I'm going to take And I'm going to take my 3 minus 3 minus 3, 0. 0, that's not going to get me 2, all right? I better finish it though, minus 1 minus 2, it's negative 3, that's 0. Okay, I knew that, I wasn't going to worry about those. I'm going to move on to CD, that's this right here. I'm going to take my y's, 3 minus negative 1. I'm going to take my x's, 2 minus 4. I'm getting 4 over negative 2. That's negative 2. I was hoping, that's not right. Those are not parallel. All right, those are not parallel, so I need to go on. I need to find my AD slope yet, my AD slope. I'm hoping I'm going to get parallel here, because I need to have a trapezoid here. Okay, AD. So I'm going to take my negative 1, and I'm going to minus negative 1, and I'm going to minus negative 1, and I'm really happy about that because that's getting me 0. And then I guess on the bottom I can do my minus 3 minus 4, which gets me negative 7, and that's 0. So this is good. This is good because I'm getting BC, which is 0, and AD, which is 0. So my BC and my AD, my AD are parallel. So my diagram is wrong. I'm not really going to worry about it, but those are my two parallel sides. I've got B, oops, something with the right one here. I got my BC parallel to my AD. Now, I do have my trapezoid. That's what they asked me. Now I got to do isosceles, so I need to check for 2 legs equal. These are the non-parallel sides, right? Okay, so, well, let's see here. I put A, D, and BC were the parallel sides, so I need to check AB. I need to find AB's length. And I also need to find CD's length. I need to do the distance formula on that. This is going to be a little tricky here. I'm going to move it down a little bit. C. So I'm going to take my x minus x, and I'm going to square it. So I'm going to take a negative 3 minus negative 1 plus negative 1 minus 3 squared. I'm doing AB here, guys. Square root of AB equals, okay? So I'm getting, it's a negative 2. Negative 2 squared is 4. Negative 1 minus 3 is negative 4. Negative 4 is 16. AB is root 20, simplify that. That would be 4 times 5, which is 2, root 5. I don't have very much room there. All right, now working with CD. Move up a little bit. Square root of. I'm hoping I'm going to get 2 root 5. I'm leaving these in radical form, guys. We need to practice on that. All right, so I'm going with my x's here. And I'm working with these two, guys. So I'm going with 2 minus 4, I went this way, squared plus. All right, I'm going 3 minus negative 1 squared. Oh, this is making me happy lady, because I'm getting 2. Negative 2 squared is 4. That's great. That's 3 plus 1 is 4. 4 squared is 16. So do you see when I have to go up here? My CD is also root 20, which I'm going to just simplify to 2 root 5 right away. All right, so what am I going to write here at the end? I got to explain, right? I got to show this. So I found out here, yes, it's isosceles trapezoid. Because BC is parallel to AD